G'day, it's Ash here again. Well, it's the final week of the school holidays. We're on our way back towards Auckland. We're at the Kauri Forest at the moment, the final sort of dip in a camper van. It's getting close to school being back, so we're starting to sort of think about school lunches, school bags, early mornings, getting the kids to bed, that kind of stuff, back into the routine. So I thought it'd be quite a good time to sort of just review on school bags, really. We just bought a new school bag for our boy Tom, and started looking at some of the components of a school bag that's going to save a kid's growing spine, so it's going to grow up nice and strong and nice and stable. So I thought I'd show you the backpack that we picked up. It's a new totem bag. So the essential things about a bag, there's basically 4 things you need to look at. You need to look at the size of the bag, so obviously it matches the kid. You need to look at the weight of the bag as it's packed. You need to look at the fit of the bag and also how you pack the bag, strategically pack the bag. But if we look at this one here, it's one of Totem's deluxe orthopedic designs. It's kind of the best of the best ones. If we look at some of the things that it may have, strategically placed padding is really good for those pressure points when kids are carrying a fully loaded bag. We looked at straps. Now, when we first bought a bag for Tom last year, his first year of school, we had one that had a harness on it. He didn't use the harness. When I looked around most of the kids, no one really buckles those harnesses up. So we looked at ones with nice strong straps, ones that are going to be nice and strapped to the kid, and obviously adjustable so that they can grow into the bag as well, so you can modify it throughout the year, because kids grow fast. So instead of buying lots of bags, it's got to be modifiable. It's got to be made of a really strong material, so that it's going to be nice and robust. And I quite like this one because it's got an internal sort of frame to it that's going to hug to our boy Tom's spine, but also disperse the weight throughout his whole body. There's not going to be carrying either on the shoulders or on the hips. You see most kids on the shoulders, they kind of got that lean forward. This will disperse the weight quite nicely, and it's got a good sort of airflow through it, so he's not going to be sweating like a camel driver as he's walking to school. So we quite like these ones. What I'm going to do now is there's going to be a couple of images coming up soon where we talk about the weight of the bag. Ideally, you need to look at the weight being no more than 15% of the child's weight. So we're going to go through and show you Tom wearing this bag, ideal weight, heavy weight. Then we're going to put on another bag that we've tried him on and try various weights in that. So you'll be able to see the difference on what happens to his spine. And if you do that 5 days a week, you can kind of see the outcome. So stay tuned and we're going to go through some of those images. So what we have here is a couple of images of backpacks. So I put on a standard Kathmandu backpack, just what we used to use a little while ago, probably when he started school, and it lasted about a day once we saw exactly what it was doing to his spine. But I filled it up with 2 laptops and a couple of books and so forth. So it's probably a little bit heavier than what he'd normally carry, but I just asked him to put it on as if he was walking to school. And you can see this first shot here that he kind of just puts the straps on. They tend to slip off left, right and center. He doesn't use the harness across the neck or across the waist either. If you sort of look at this side-on view that I've got over here, what we use is our Posture Pro software that we have in our practice that analyzes people's posture once they're under care and see how it changed to a more stable posture. But I use that just to analyze the effects of this kind of backpack on his spine. But one of the first things we look at is what the pelvis does, and Tom's pelvis is rocked forward 9 degrees, an additional 9 degrees for us compared to a stable pelvis. But probably the most alarming thing is that he leans forward to try and carry the weight because it's sitting quite low. His head goes forward a whopping 22 degrees, and if you look across to see what our Posture Pro software comes up with, it shows up a posture number, which is closer to 0, the better the posture is. So he's showing up a 40, which is quite a high reading. But the additional force from his head straight through his spine is an extra 210%. So that's a lot for his little spine to kind of handle. And it's not going to, over time, that's going to take a bigger impact. If we look at the next backpack, the Totem Deluxe backpack that we've just got him, same weight, same everything, 2 laptops, couple of books and so forth. A lot more weight than he'd normally carry, but have a look at how he's put it on. Perfectly balanced either side. He's looking quite happy, nice and balanced. And we look at the same side-on shot that we used. Posture number's only 5. Remember the last one was 40. The additional cervical head, his head's hardly even gone forward at all. 4 degrees is not a huge head tilt. And his pelvis is only 1 degree, so pretty much a negligible pelvic tilt. So this is a lot healthier, a lot more stable, less stress on his little growing spine, and it's going to have less impact over a long period of time. So what I did is I asked Tom what he thought of the backpacks. Pretty simple question, pretty simple answer. Have a look at this. Hey Tommy, which one of those backpacks felt better?
The one I'm wearing.
Why's that?
Because it's lighter.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thanks, buddy. So there's really not much else more to say. So that's backpacks. Short and sweet. Great backpacks make a massive difference to your child's spine. So have a bit of a think about it. If you need any more information about this, contact our practice, Advanced Health, 818-8015, and we're more than willing to help. Okay, see ya.